Welcome, friends. Today we are doing an unwise live stream. Illness. I still don't feel great, but I think we'll try half an hour, and then when we get to half an hour, we'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel. Excuse me. You might hear us coughing quite a bit. I am tired. And what else? And I've got the virus. Unfortunately, it is true, I have the virus. There is very little I can do about it. I don't know if I've actually still got the virus. I feel like I'm winning, I must admit. I do feel like I'm winning. I'm taking antivirals off the doctor, something called Paxlovid, which is leaving an absolutely foul taste in my mouth, literally. I've got antibiotics because it's trying to give us a chest infection. What else? And then I've got to combine that with all the other medications I'm on, so that's lovely. Oh, good Lord. I'm tired. And I've got the lurgy. So, forgive us if I'm not in the greatest of form today, but I thought, screw it, I'll do a stream. I don't want you forgetting about us. So, I thought we could just have a nice, quiet New Year's Day stream. I'm just like, I'm tired, but I'm like double tired. But I'm not as bad as I could be. Sorry, I haven't checked the chat yet. I need to. Let's have a look, shall we? Well, there's 11 people watching, so that's nice. Let's have a look. Hello, Vic. Hello, DJ. Hello, Jira. Hello, Adzadzi. Happy New Year, everyone. Hello, Shiva, who smells like last night's booze. Sabez, Happy New Year. Best wishes. Hello, Endless Knot. Hello, Taffy J. I find the older I get, the less I do for New Year's. New Year's is just a fucking joke. I hate it. It's the most overrated shit in the world. It's so weird. Such bollocks is another thing where you've just got to spend money to do the things that you do every other day of the year for fucking free. You know? Like, just thought it would be nice if we had somewhere to sit and be together. Taffy says, I heard you were under the weather. Feel better soon. You need your rest. I've been resting for a week. I've been bad all week. Like I said, I'm on antivirals, and I am. Excuse me. I'm on antivirals, and I am on antibiotics as well. I'm going to ask if I can get some more antibiotics because I feel like I've still got whatever's like deep in my lungs. I've been coughing up some awful shit, you know. Pretty grim. I've had a chest infection before, so I know what I'm looking for. But not to worry. I just thought we'd come on and just do something nice and easy. You might... excuse me. I have missed making videos. I had big plans for this last week. I was going to do my top 10 pickups of 2022. And I was going to do like a video about what I've learned from fragrance collecting and advice to people getting into the hobby, and I'll still do them videos. It just would have been nice to do them before New Year, do you know what I mean? But there was just no way. Like, I couldn't be bothered to do anything all week, you know? Like a good old-fashioned illness is what I've had. To be fair, my sense of smell is slowly but surely coming back. I could smell Lone Star Memories on myself today. Not very strong, but I could smell it. And then I've been able to smell a couple of other perfumes. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I've not been getting the greatest of sleep, although I have been sleeping. So that's been good. But yes, my doctor and the hospital were good to us. As far as medications were concerned, they didn't fuck about. Rabbit says, I've been wearing Patu all week and I've got more on the way. Nice. Hello, Michael John. Thank you. Bob says, Rich Mitch 23, let's go. But first, rest, my friend. I am resting. I have rested. I'm sick of resting. Bored of resting. But also tired. So won't be doing any like marathons or anything like that, you know. Hi, Bob says, Toffee. James says, finally, Duck. Scent of the day, Amber Fetiche. DJ says, it will come back, Mitch. I'm already almost back. Yeah, I feel like mine's already started a comeback. Like, don't call it a comeback, but it's coming back. You know? I've got some Sudocrem for the behind my knee, which for some reason is itching like you wouldn't believe. I don't think I've been bitten by anything, because I haven't been at my friend's house. That's usually where I get bit. But, I don't know. Could be anything, really. What have you all been wearing today? Have you been wearing your favourite perfumes? I decided Balenciaga Pour On would be my last fragrance of the year. Oh, Happy New Year, the Mr. Zanshin. Fragrance Journey's not wearing anything. Why not? Bandy Extra Vintage today, says DJ. Dear me. Xabez. Rich, do you have a favorite fragrance bottle? I mean, how it looks? Probably Serge Luton. Probably the old Serge Luton bottles that were so perfect. Those old 50ml bottles. Brilliant they were. I like a lot of bottles with built-in sprayers. I like the old Jules bottle. I like the Dior Privé bottles. I like the old Mugler cologne bottles. Yeah. Fragrance Journey says he's been travelling for the last 14 hours. Goodness me, where have you been? That's a long way. Put something on this instant. Also trying to sort the last few bits I want before my purchase break, says DJ. MJ, welcome. Scent of the day is Fougere Bengal and testing Iri Cendre today. Wore Le Deliric ski yesterday. I wore Le Deliric ski. No, I didn't. I wore Bellarme last week. And it was good. Mr. Zanchin says, when I had the vid, I lost all smell for about a week. I used nasal chrome nose spray. It felt like it helped come back sooner, but it's over the counter and it's supposed to help protect the cellular walls. So I've been taking 40 milligrams of zinc every day. And I cannot lie. Ever since I've been doing that, I've only been doing it for like 2 or 3 days. And I've had the ability to actually like pick stuff up. You know, like yesterday, the day before, and the day before, there was nothing. I mean, nothing. You know? Absolutely fuck all. It was quite profound. I was all right with it at first. I was like, well, it's happened before. It's not the first time I've lost my sense of smell when I've been ill. And then I was like, fucking hell, what if it never comes back? You know? And then I thought, I'm going to get some zinc. And I went over to my little stash of vitamins and stuff. And lo and behold, I had some zinc. I must have had like an epiphany or something where I knew that this was going to happen. So I managed to score some zinc. Not score some zinc, take some zinc. And I have been 40 milligrams for the last 3 days. Feels like my sense of smell's coming back, like, you know. And it doesn't seem to have changed because I liked what I was smelling. So hopefully that's it. You've just got to keep prompting yourself, you know. Practice. Smell. Taste. Keep exciting your taste buds. Keep exciting your nose. You'll be fine. Mitch, did you see the last email I sent? Yes, I think so. Scent of the day will be Iron Duke, says Antonio Hobson. Came in yesterday, blind buy. Nice. My God, James made it to 23, says Bob. Rich, how much is Jean Patou pour Rhum? Well, if you want the vintage one, it's a lot. Antonio says 01 has a lot of stamps on that passport. My man trying to catch up. Mike says afternoon all. Scent of the day, Heritage Silver Cap. ZMA might be good for you, Mitch. I've had the vid twice. Keep smelling. Luckily never had full in no smell, just weakened. My sense of smell is severely weakened. My sense of taste is essentially gone. So I use zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, NAC, and quercetin to help bounce back quickly. Well, I take zinc, I take vitamin D and vitamin C anyway. So I've just added some more fucking vitamin D1. I don't know what NAC is, and I don't know what quercetin is either. Gotta be honest, I don't know what ZMA is either. Taffy says, Senator de Dusita La Rhapsody Noir, a lovely Christmas gift. Nice. Who gifted you that? Rabbit says, Patu Pour on Vintage, I don't like paying a lot for. Well, no one likes paying a lot for it, but you bloody have to if you want it. It's crazy. I don't mind paying for quality. I actually have a bottle. I've got a 100ml bottle of Azaro Pour On original formulation sitting waiting for us to pay. Sonny's kept it for us. And if anyone in the UK is interested, Sonny has a bottle of Patu Pour On. I think he wants about 600 quid for it for 90ml, which is a good price actually. Considering what some people are asking. DJ says, I wonder if there's going to be another Bloodline raffle this year. I fucking can't believe it's a raffle. It's ridiculous. You know? I really want a bottle of that. I'm not going to be buying a lot of bottles this year. Like, Richie G's back to work tomorrow. Let's have a look. Looks green there, it does. I don't know if they're going to do... Scent of the Day, Leather Forever, Royal Arabian, addition to Gabos, Fragdad. Outrageous. Rabbit says, not me, £8.50 and £15. I'd be surprised if they were fake. I can afford the part 2. I can afford the part 2, however, I've never tried part 2 before and have things planned. It's a fucking immense fragrance, you know. It's very classic, though. It's very classy and very classic. Happy New Year, Rich and chat. And Mr. Zanchin says, an acetyl L-cysteine, NAC, often used to help flush chemotherapy out of people's systems after treatment. Great to battle colds and flu too. Well, the problem is I'm on chemotherapy and I can't be fucking taking stuff like that if it would affect the way the treatment works. So I could speak to the rheumatology person about it, but I'm not sure what they'd say. Happy New Year, Mike. Happy New Year, James. Mike says, Bulgari Man in Black, outstanding designer release. It is an outstanding designer release. It's one of the best of the decade. Like, please like the stream if you are so inclined. Thank you, friends. Apparently it makes a massive difference when you ask people, you know? And apparently it's good for things like channel, I don't know, channel something. I can't remember, to be honest. I'm having a bit of my mind is a little bit all over the shop. Can't think straight. Well, it's not that I can't think straight. I can't think straight, just not for very long. Watching Ram the other day convinced me to buy Moods by Crizio Uomo. I'm actually selling my bottle of Crizio Moods. Got it up on eBay at the minute. If anybody wants to buy it, let us know. A dry down of Bulgaria reminds me of Encre Noir Extreme. Ooh. Oh, it's got this kind... Let's have a think about that. Still on the look for an Iris Silver Mist, mate? I fear that you're going to be on the look for a while, you know. I would just settle into that, like, because you're going to be there for a long time. Keep the money on your hip. If you ever find one, bang, just buy it. But the fact is that the stock is absolutely fucking impossible to come by. Pat Lester, Happy New Year. Scent of the day is Aramis 900. Aramis 900? Hopefully you get better, Rich. I mean, fucking hell, I'm hopeful of getting better. Jesus. Yes. Fingers crossed. Absolutely. I just wish it would be quick. I know I'm pushing me fucking luck. I should just fucking be happy that. Because a lot of people have had it a lot worse, you know. Fucking pharmacist, when he gave us the antivirals, he was like, look, because of the state, if these don't work, like, by Wednesday, if you're not, like, better or at least improving or at least haven't got any worse, you're gonna have to go to hospital. And I was like, oh, I was like, cheers for that. You can fucking keep that shit, like, that is not a great thought. I don't want to go in a fucking hospital. You never know what you're gonna catch in there. Nah, I've got itchy feet. I just wouldn't be able to sit still, that's all. Playing fucking games on my phone all day. Jesus. I mean, to be fair, that's most of what I do anyway. You imagine a live stream from the hospital. It's fucking immense. The nurses will be like, what the fuck's going on? I'll be like, yeah, get over here. Bed bath. Taffy, that Dusita sounds good. By the notes, says Antonio. Mr. Zanchin says, Rich sounds so drained. Love you, man. Hang in there and come back strong. I'll be alright, Zanchin, mate. Thank you. But first, I must go for the first dehydration of the year. Well, not exactly the first dehydration of the year, but the first on stream anyway. I'll be back. 1 moment, please. Oh. Wow, it's warm in here. I'll be doing something about this bloody door as well, don't worry about that. Sorry, I had to talk to Richie G for a second. He's at the doctor's. Not now, but he's going to the doctor's at some point soon. Poor guy. Can't imagine what that must be like. Let's have a look. Oh, see, a lot of people are in the chat now. My lord. Did he have to go to the well? Yes, that's right. Had to go and rehydrate. Right, I've taken them. I've taken that. I'm going to take them after. No, bollocks, I'm going to take them now. Not staying on. I'm not staying on late tonight. I'm going to have to get some paracetamol from downstairs as well. The amount of fucking tablets I'm having to take. Christ. The antivirals seem to have worked though. So, no. I'm worried about Richard Gardner. He says he's in a bad way. We can't have Richard Gardner in a bad way. I'll have to protect him. What is wrong, friend? Let's have a little look. Where are we? Vid is so weird. Hello, Dev. Vid is so weird. Affects everyone so different. Gave me bad and insomnia. I'd be fucked if I had insomnia. So tired but couldn't sleep. Also some... Ooh, Richie G's got fucking bad eczema on his hands, the poor sausage. Where am I? Let's have a look. You been having galloping butt rot? DJ can't sleep either. Happy New Year to my beautiful fragrance family, says Michael. Hello, Michael. Having it twice as lame, but I'm testing negative now. I'm at the dentist on Tuesday. If I've still got it by then, I'm in two minds whether to go or not. I'm only joking. Obviously, if I've still got it, I won't be going. Jesus. You know, I realised that Tamea Reisha's Beauty and the Beast smell like what iodine on a wound feels like. Ooh. Personally, let's call it symphonic, says Taffy. To Antonio Ducita. Oh, symphonic. Happy New Year, Margie. Hello, Smurfy Girlie. Smurfy Girlie hasn't been very well either recently. Neither have I. Frag Dad says hydrating. I'm glad you're having a hydration. Duck's dehydrating. Yes. Mr. Zanchin says, I'll be back in a few minutes, and here I am. How right you were. I've heard Bulgaria, Men in Black is more gentlemanly. Spice Bomb, Hell, Joy probably has 10 vids on this. It's like Spice Bomb with a boozy note. Or a bit more vanilla in the base. That's quite the dehydration. It was. Trust us. And I was talking to Richie G. He's got bad hands. Hey, it's the great Anoush, says Michael. Welcome, Anoush. Hey, Margie Taffy. Happy New Year, says Smurfy. Anoush, best Fragcom livestream newbie of the year. It's a legend. Me and Ramsey were talking about Anoush the other day. Anoush, have you still got that is it something racing? Is it Walter Racing or Wolf Racing? Have you still got those? Hello, Anoush. Wow, that's some hydrating. There's a big drink. Do you have to go to the well? Going full zoologist fanboy in 2023 and buy Hyrax, says Frag Dad. I've got a bottle. I have a bottle of Hyrax. I may or may not be willing to part with it. I don't know. I'm planning to have a bit of a purge this year, actually. I'm hoping that I can get rid of some stuff, you know. Not necessarily bring some stuff in to replace it, just clear the decks a little bit, you know. Purge sounds a little bit serious, but I'm looking to get rid of about a quarter. I've got about 400 different perfumes, and I'm looking to get rid of about 100 of them, and plus I'll be selling off some backup bottles as well. There are some things I'm looking to buy, though. I'm looking to do a couple of real madnesses as far as vintage bottles is concerned. I want a bottle of that Creator Russi by Girl On. And there's somebody who's got one, but it's not cheap. It's like $1,400 or 1,400 quid. And they live in fucking Hawaii. But that'll be funded by sales, so not such a problem. Anyway, I'm looking to do some mad stuff. Hello, fat boy. I hope you're well with all the snow that's been happening. I think it's around where you live. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Juro. Happy New Year. Just want my perfumes to arrive, says DJ. Well, I can tell you that a couple of parcels that I sent a long time ago managed to get through between Christmas and New Year. I think they really put their fucking backs in between Christmas and New Year, and stuff got fucking happened. Do you know what I mean? Juan, no hair of the dog. What happened to Juan? What happened to Juan? Juan, have you been on the drink, son? I hope you're all right. No, Taffy, just a pile of orders. It's sobering enough. That's what I get for drinking a box of wine. Goodness me. Hello, Bri. This 15.3% wine is killing the enamel on my teeth. Oh, God. Walter Wolf, yep. Have you got all three of them? There's 3 different fragrances, apparently. Congratulations to Eugene for making it onto Persil's top 10 perfume releases of the year with the lyric Skis Les Abstrait. Some absolute fucking rascal was telling me earlier that fucking Uncut Gem had won some kind of release of the year on Saf Le Bon. Is that true? Because they've completely fucked themselves there. Like, you can't take them seriously anymore. If that's actually won an award on their site, they can't be taken seriously as, like, in the community. Surely not. I won't be able to take them seriously anymore. Jesus. A news hobbit. Oh. Walter Wolf. Ramsey's patchouli live stream last night was amazing, says Margie. It was. I enjoyed it. I told him he should do more live streams. He gets like 60 people in. He's only got 2,500 subscribers. That's more than most people who have got like 10 times his following, 20 times his following. You know, just goes to show if you're genuine, people will come. What? Walter Wolf? Walter Wolf was involved in sports racing in the 70s, and they released a few weird, obscure fragrances also. Anyone got a Healy Sense recently? Always interesting what other people think of his stuff. Huge fan myself. I've got more fresh, and I think that's fantastic. Taffy, yes, I ended up pulling out a sample I have of Zeno Davidoff. Margie didn't. Don't sniff Zeno up close, just spray and go about the day with it. Yep, leather, steel, and wood. And I may talk to you about those 3 fragrances, Anuj. I may do. I think Saf Le Bon do mostly sponsored posts, so yeah, exactly, yeah. Saf Le Bon are a joke anyway, like. But I'm just thinking, what? You know? I mean, how could you possibly say that with a straight face? Uncut Gems, shocking. It was probably Red Alert shilling everything he can, says DJ. Steve doesn't seem like a bad guy, but he's absolutely a huge yes man. No, you're absolutely spot on. I'm sure Adolescence in real life is an absolutely fucking lovely bloke. Like, you know, I'm sure he's fucking. You could leave your children with him if you wanted to, or fucking you could trust him with your bank details, or fucking, you know what I mean. I'm sure he's a nice bloke. Like, whatever it is that has happened to that channel, go back and watch his Bois d'Argent review from 2013. I always say this, but it's true. Go back and watch it, and then watch the reviews he does now. It's night and day. It's night and day. And it's a shame, because he was the chosen one. It was said that he would destroy their shells, not join them. But then he did join them. Shouldn't have jumped into that volcano. Oh. Do I need to blow my nose? It's possible. It's possible. Oh dear. What am I looking for? I am looking for... No, I've taken them. Oh. Hold on a second. I'll be back. All sorts of weird kind of noises and things happening. This fucking door. I'm gonna get a fucking slap. It's like he's standing on a mouse's tail every time you open the fucking door. Shut up. Stupid door. Oh. Oh. Talking about the current border, talking about Bois d'Argent, you think the vintage EDP is hugely different than the current rich? Hugely. Hugely, but not hugely. Kind of. I would go for the older one, if at all possible. Taffy says, Dev, I'm fond of Healy's Hippie Rose and note the user. There are others I'd like to try. I want to try Cardinal. Oh, I want to try Cardinal. Sorry for yawning in your ear, friend. I'll try and get to an hour. My voice is holding up a bit better than I thought. If I was on the other coast, I'd treat Smurfy Girly properly, says Longton. I see. You should absolutely try Athenian, which is his newest release of now, and maybe Figure as a reference, if he has it in stock. Both are fig scents, but he says Athenian is greener and woodier. Smurfy appears to be charmed. Stephen's new light blue contact lenses have a very husky puppy vibe. I cannot believe that shit. Someone sent me a picture. Who was it? I won't say, actually. I've just remembered who it was, but I won't say. I was like, what? That can't be real. And then it was real, and I was like, eh. Like, what's he doing? Surely someone in real life should be telling them, no, you look like a prat. That's not what colour your eyes are. Come to terms with it. No problem. Oh, and maybe Super 21 as well. Thinking of getting a sample myself. James says, I know the current queer Canage is quite different than the old. Oh, is it really? I didn't know that. Smurfy Girlie ordered a frag today. Serge Luton's Fil de Joie. I actually had a look, you know. I had a look on a few different places when I saw your video talking about maybe you were going to get Fil de Joie. I take it you found a cut price one. Duncan says, Rich, have you got your snooze on the Ellen Covey fragrances? Never heard of them. Dev, 1, 2, 3 or Blackbird, plus many others. Shooter 21 is quite interesting and well done exercise and classic shooter structure, says Juro. Hello, Michael. Happy New Year. Ooh. I'm looking at Richie G's hands. They are not happy. Yikes. That is a grim photograph, that. Richie G's hands are in a bad way. I think he's got eczema. Naughty. Huh? He peer. He peek. He look. Wait a minute, Huskies commonly have 2 different colour eyes. He's not into that style, is he? No. Definitely got that pale blue thing, you know, almost unnatural hunter eyes, I think they call them, isn't it? That kind of ghostly. It wasn't as cheap as most Serge Luton go for on the grey market, but 108 on All Beauty for 100 mil. Yeah, All Beauty have got those. All Beauty have got a line on some vintage Serge Luton, haven't they? I should ask my friend if he's got any Serge Luton. I'm a big fan. I won the War Peace this year on Christmas Day. It was very nice. Very different to the modern one. Very different. Quite dusty and clovey. That kind of spice, you know. Dry. Very different from... what's it called? Very different. Taffy says, I had an Australian Shepherd with 2 different coloured marbled eyes. People asked if she was all right. Excuse me. The shade of blue is called Dua Blue, apparently. Dua Blua. I want more beer, but responsible enough not to drive. Deserve this pain, says Duncan. Yeah, don't drive when you're pissed. You lose your driving licence, or it's a proper nightmare. Like, get banned from driving. Just makes life much, much harder. Oh, I don't know. My mate got banned from driving for 3 years. It was absolutely ridiculous. Or was it 2 years? Could have been 2.5 years. You know? It was a while ago. And he got banned. And he's like absolutely desperate to get his license back now. It's fucking awful. Dev says, oh, by the way, would you say Tio Cabanel is a shell brand, or do you think they have sense to back it up? When I smell of the Discovery set, I actually think they are super nice. I don't know what to think, though. Tio Cabanel, Barry from Centralized sent me some Tio Cabanel, the sample set. I think they're Tio Cabanel. I'll see what I think of them. I haven't heard much of them. So I didn't know they were that kind of brand, though. I need to get through, and I need to actually get through what I need to get through to get to them. I need to do my Arise Dore sample set video, and then I need to do my next sample set video, which will be the January scent project, because it's January now, and I've been sitting on these bloody samples for months waiting for January, and then January comes around, I lose my sense of smell. I'm not holding on to them for another year. If I don't get it done this January, bollocks, I'll be doing it in February or as soon as I can. Is the blue a shade of Gucci Deux, perhaps? A little bit lighter. Well, it's got a bit more white. Got a bit more white in it, like. Oh. Don't get a chest infection, friends. It's not ideal. I'm not anymore. I was coughing up some stuff. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Oh, I am too thick. Rich, I ought to do a blast from the past. It's a 1981 on Taste clone. I'll let you know. I would be extremely surprised if they got anywhere near on Taste 81. Antonio says, excuse me. Antonio says, can't wait to hear what you think. Thanks. Richie G sent us a picture of his hand, and it's grim, friends. I won't lie to you. What did I wear today? Lone Star Memories. It's lovely. I actually got like the shadow of it, you know what I mean? Like I got a whiff of it, definitely. It wasn't massive, but I did. I've also got some unboxings to do for yous. So that will be something to look forward to. I got a couple of them off backups. One of them's a new fragrance. Excuse me. One of them's a new fragrance to the collection, and it's fantastic. And I got it at a very good price. So that's good, you know. Oops. Where's my phone acting funny, fuckers? Galen is here. Greetings, Rich and chat. Scent of the day is Musk en Sauce from Hades. How is it, Galen? Dev says, oh, today's comment of mine reminds me. Have you smelled much of Prince Stranger Parfumery line? What would you say your favourites from the collection? No, but I think he did that cigar rum. I smelled cigar rum intense, and I thought that was quite nice, but very sweet. It's very sweet. I don't think Prin's necessarily as good as what everyone says he is. He's got a few good fragrances, but I've heard a couple of horror stories about his creative method. Like, he's released fragrances before that he's made in 10 minutes and made literally like one version of it, you know? That is like apparently something he told somebody. Hi, Canadian Beauty Blog. How are you, Hannah? 45 minutes does not start now. I'm going to do it in little half-hour chunks. And the second one is coming to a close. I'll see how I feel in 5-10 minutes. How you doing on your side of the mountain, Galen? Says Michael. Mild and dry, sort of. That storm last week was a beast. Yes. Galen lost his power and thought he was going to be powerless over Christmas. I gotta go, mad wifey. Love you all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Duncan. Good evening, Manly Sense. How are you? I hope you're well. Sold my bottle of Salt and Vetiver to someone. Said I would post it on Tuesday. But it's probably going to have to be Wednesday, isn't it? Because bank holiday Monday and Tuesday. Shit. Never thought of that. Dev says he did do cigar rum. Yes, I did. I'm talking about cigar rum intense. Cigar rum intense was all right, but it was bloody sweet. Like not in like a sucrose sugar kind of thing, but in a rich syrup. Like, you know, if you, like, let's be honest, when you've been pissed or when you've been some other kind of inebriated and you've drunk honey out of the bottle, or you've like had too much honey before and it's been rich, and it's not Bank Holiday Tuesday, Doug. Are you sure, Smurfy girl? Are you sure? I've heard that it is, but I've also heard that it isn't. You know? There are many theories on this matter. I know tomorrow's definitely a bank holiday. But yes, Cigar Rum Intense has that kind of like, Tuesday is a normal working day, says Andre. Yes, it is for Scotland, not for us, bloody Scotland. Getting extra bank holidays. How nice it must be. Grr. I've got a blood test, so it must be a normal day. Yeah, I'm at the dentist, actually, now you mention it. I might have to cancel that. It is, but it isn't, says Galen. Galen loves that particular content creator. He loves quoting that particular content creator, because that particular content creator is very quotable. He did do cigar rum, yes. That method does sound outrageous, but I don't know why there's a reason. And I don't know why. I don't know. There's a reason why I personally buy songs before buying perfumes, and it's partly to see if 10-minute masterpieces can exist. I just noticed eBay removed the option to list perfumes as used. That was ages ago, that, man. Michael is wearing Zeno. It's not Bank Holiday Tuesday, Duck. So apparently Tuesday is a normal working day for us. Says DJ. What do you mean, DJ? Oh my goodness. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of glad the festive period is over. Like, DJ's thinking. I'm kind of glad it's over. It's been there's just so much pressure that people put on themselves and each other, and the whole time of the year you can cut the atmosphere with a knife, you know. Unless you're particularly good at like, inclined towards the holidays. The holidays can be like, I think they're tougher for more people than they are happy, to be honest. Oh. Parfait, says Mike. Parfait. And I says, I'm good. We're in the last bit of my Traversée de Bosphore decant. How are you finding it? Do you like it? Would you buy a bottle? Have you already got a bottle? Thanksgiving, Christmas and New Year, the Bermuda Triangle of holidays. Yeah, it is a little bit like living on Queer Street, isn't it? Dev says Mike has seen a Robes video, huh? I've been enjoying Robes. Robes' as a return. It's strange. Somebody showed me a video that Jeremy made, and he was sniffing different strengths of milk. Oh, fucker's like ill. What the fuck? Like, the man has he's fucking like recorded his descent into madness. You know, he's chronicled it on his channel. He's just like, he's having a breakdown. Or he's had a breakdown. You know? Someone needs to take the fucking microphone and the camera away from him, saying, no, you can't do that anymore. Like, he's gonna be in a fucking bad way, like. Well, as part as it was breast milk, apparently. What, 3 different strengths of breast milk? For us over in Israel, that triangle is Rosh Hashanah, Hashanah, Sukkot, and Hanukkah. He needs to put the pipe down, says Antonio. It does, like, I'm not going to slander him or anything like that, but I mean, that is like definitely not beyond the realms of possibility, you know? It's definitely not like something that we could like fucking get out the kitchen. All you've got to do is look at his face. Look at his face from fucking 5-6 years ago and look at his face now. He looks like a grandmother, you know? And not a healthy grandmother, you know? His face looks like saggy and bloated, and I think it's because he's malnourished. Like, it could be his diet that's doing it to him. I'm pretty sure Jeremy's playing up some very real problems for his views. Yeah, half reality, half life, yeah. Half character, half reality. No, that's not a bad point, like. He makes a few videos a day, and he's clearly run out of like ideas of what new content to do, you know? And I was having this conversation with somebody today about Ashton, actually, right? Because they went back over his back catalogue over the last year, and they said like at least 95% is top 10 lists or lists of some description. And basically we were like, well, it's actually impressive if you think about it, that Ashton could come up with all these different ideas for lists, you know? It's not, I mean, it's like the McDonald's of content though, you know? It's all empty calories. And I like Ashton. I mean, I keep saying this, and it doesn't sound like I fucking like him, but I actually do. You know, like what I'm saying about his thing. I wish Extra Gent Sense had been a little bit more orientated towards his clear passion for the fragrances he likes and loves, you know. Yikes. Not really dry mouth now. Dry throat, dry mouth. Hope I feel better again tomorrow. Mike says, I actually think Aaron Terrence Hughes is one of the best channels going right now. I actually like Aaron Terrence Hughes' channel. I like his reviews. You know? Like, shows that you can review perfumes and that still get views, you know? If you capture the right audience, if you mean what you say and say what you mean, you can still be successful and be genuine without having to do top 10 lists, without having to do paid videos, without having to do all of this madness, you know? He's definitely got charisma. Did anyone ever buy Ashton's fragrances? No, I did get the sample set and I just thought they were shit, to be honest. I didn't think they were great. I thought they used poor materials. I thought they used old ideas. I just thought they were very uninspired in every sort of, not just creative director, but like in every aspect of whatever it was that they were. I just thought, meh. Ashton is weird to me. I'm not huge on his hand-waving nature. Oh, Aaron, sorry. Aaron Terrence Hughes doesn't do top 10 shite, says Manly. No. Next says, late to the chat. Hello, Rich. I was wondering what Red Lessons was doing reviewing Dossier the other day. Just fucking reviews what he gets sent. He's not a reviewer. He's not reviewing stuff. He's marketing it. He's a host. He's a telemarketer. They're infomercials. He's a presenter. And that's why no one watches them. Same reason nobody watches QVC. Aaron is weird to me. I'm not huge on his hand-waving nature attuned sort of routine. More power to whoever likes him, though, and his fragrances aren't really bad. I've only smelled a couple of his fragrances, and I wasn't huge on them, to be honest. But that's not to say he's not a decent... It's not to say that these other ones I haven't smelled are good. I can't spell out how Chad and Robes pronounce Guerlain. We're all in a play. Guerlain. Galen says, ouch. What are you saying, ouch at? The ShamWow guy is more authentic than Steven, says Mike. I don't know who the ShamWow guy is. Vince Offer. Yeah, I think I know who Vince Offer is. Sham Wow. Aaron Terence Hughes uses huge amounts of aroma chemicals to my nose. I find them very scratchy. I've got that kind of aspect. They're very powerful. I know that's what he wants, but I think he struggles to use a light touch. I think he struggles to use a light touch, or if he doesn't struggle, I've never smelled one where he's used a light touch. You know, and he might say that's not his style, which is fair enough, but I think this is something that indie perfumers really struggle with. Indie perfumers and self-taught perfumers, right, make stuff they want to make, you know, which is fine. I understand that. You make stuff you want to make. That's probably what I would do if I'm being perfectly honest. All right. What that indicates, though, is that they don't necessarily have the skill to make something that they don't like and make it smell great. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can imagine, you know, the way perfumers get their briefs, they compete for a brief, they get a brief, and they must make the scent, you know, or they must come up with a scent that fits a brief, and like they've got to make something they think will be successful rather than being just what they want to make, you know. They've got that other sort of like weight about them. And they've got that counterweight, counter worry. Plus they've got all the training and the know-how, the backup's not the right word, but you know, like the consolidation of knowledge over the like the decades of what works and what doesn't work, and how to do this and how to do that, whereas indie perfumers have got to find out all this shit by themselves for the first time without any training, and frankly in a lot of cases without any talent. I'm not necessarily talking about Aaron Terence Hughes there. Good afternoon, Daryl Squared. Hello, Sancho. Happy New Year, Mr. Pato. Hello, Sancho. How are you? Haven't seen Sancho for ages. Oh, yeah. Happy New Year to you, Square. No, there's a new low, says Bob. Putting up with the coloured lenses is one thing, but... Oh, I remembered something. I think Healy is a matcha tea scented candle as a collab with Maison Kitsune. I should get it. I like a good candle. Have you ever seen Steven spray a doer on his skin? No, I don't watch his channel and haven't for years. I can't remember the last time I watched it. Fucking adolescence. Really like the smell of green teas and the like, you know. Have you ever smelled, Dev? Have you ever smelled the Rare Teas collection from Joe Malone? For me, it is by far the best stuff from the house. It's by far the best stuff. Galen says, most perfume channels seem to be run by perfectly nice people, but my attention span is extremely limited. I can't be putting up with shit. There's so much out there that you don't have to put up with it, you know? Like, we've all split off into our little niches and our little communities and stuff like that, and Galen has took his love and gone home, deciding not to make any more perfume content, the shithouse. Smurfy says, scratchy, like really dry, jarring amber max, for example. Yeah, I hate amberwood. I know what you mean. that sort of modern, because Aaron's into like really modern perfume, isn't he? You know, he talks about corporate perfume as well, which I understand. Like it's a good analogy of what he means. You know, it's corporate perfumery. What, like, give me a perfume that's going to sell. You know, I get it. I understand. He's right in saying that. I don't necessarily think that you should be trying to make it when you're Aaron Terrence Hughes' size. Just strange. He's using all those modern aroma chemicals as well, which are fucking appalling. I totally agree with you about Amber Max. I'm really sensitive to that shit. It fucking drives me up the wall. It's awful. Sold another perfume with amber wood in the other day, Nishane's Sultan Vetiver. I now don't own that fragrance anymore. I've just got to wait till Tuesday to post it. That's how we got onto whether Tuesday was a bank holiday, wasn't it? I sold me bottle. So that'll be a nice day when I get rid of that. Oh, excuse me. Don't like scratchy, says Michael. There's a patchouli I've got which is extremely scratchy and I don't like it, and I can't remember which one it is. It came straight to my mind as soon as you said that. DJ says, don't know how Bianchi convinces herself her perfumes smell great, says DJ. There's nothing I've ever taken from Bianchi and thought to myself, I'm going to buy that. Yeah, Galen, but there's no reason to bring in the ShamWow guy. He drags us all down, mate. I think we were all shocked when the ShamWow guy was arrested for beating up a prostitute. Well, that's not very nice. So Murphy says, I think it takes time to make a decent perfume. Look at Liz Mose and Francesca Bianchi. They're not releasing one after the other. That's always a sure sign that someone's just fucking firing them out their arse when the fucking release like fucking 3 a month, you know? Even Girl Honor at it now. Girl Honor releasing a shit ton of perfumes, you know? It's like a shotgun approach, isn't it? You know? Excuse me. Girl Honor got more perfumes than like, not even that you could shake a stick at. It's like Girl Honor have like released more perfumes than you could possibly ever buy. You know, it's hard to keep up with. Like literally, like Girl Honor doesn't like release one; it releases like a new line, right? And then the line's got like what, fucking 5 at least in. And then you're like, well, how do I find out every time Girl On releases a new perfume? Because they don't market them all in the same places. You know? Love both Liz and Francesca's creations. Oh, sorry. Love both Liz and Francesca's creations, says Michael. Still think Slap Chop is his best work, says Michael. Stephen's favourite release of 2022 was Uncut Gem. I kid you not. That is horrific. It's beyond parody, that, isn't it? Like, what happened? Dev says, no, I haven't, but I'll definitely check it out. There's a boutique not very far from my university, so I could go sniff them. I enjoyed my time with wood sage and sea salt, but ultimately gave it away. I don't know that the rare teas are still available, mate. They might be. But it was a while ago I sniffed them. I was really impressed. I was going to buy one. And then I just never did. Just found stronger loves, you know, says Dev. Yeah. Steven seems like he'll never got over BFL, still lost. I think he was... I don't want to invoke BFL because that was just a fucking human tragedy, wasn't it? You know what I mean? You'd be losing like your best mate. I don't think that's why Steven's where he is now, though. As far as his channel's concerned. I did feel bad from, really bad from when that happened. That was just yikes. Ah, Eugene. Happy New Year. Excuse me. Happy New Year. Eugene. I like small, concise collections like Bodicea, says Mike. Shut up, Mike. Girl on a sneaky and more of those aroma chemicals these days. You're absolutely spot on. Usually if Jelk is the perfumer, yeah. She's praising her because the stuff she's been releasing has been dog shit. Sorry, I'm just got an itchy foot. Freddie Grant, I guess, says Bodicea has released 169 perfumes since 2008. That is absolute buffoonery. Heard about Tom Ford, Electric Cherry and Cherry Smoke to come. Also, Soleil de Feu. I did know they were releasing 2 cherry fragrances. I did know that. I didn't know they were called Electric Cherry and Cherry Smoke. But cherry's trending at the minute. Cherry's a big thing at the minute. Everybody's releasing a cherry. They must have come up with a new cherry smelling chemical, you know? Because it's going to get pushed down our throats for the next 2 years. At least 2 years. So brace yourselves if you don't like cherry. Hang on a minute. What the fuck just happened to the views? I'm just getting 50 views. 50 viewers up from like 40 in like a minute. The hell are you doing here? Welcome. I mean, I'm not arguing, but bloody hell. Oh, I've got an itchy foot. Yeah, Tom Ford's I'd heard about these, like the sales associate wouldn't tell us what they were called or like what the crack was, but she did tell us that there were 2 cherries coming. I didn't know about Soleil de Feu though. I know Bois Maroccan. Bois Maroccan's a massive amber, like amber woods, woody ambers kind of fragrance. Most of the perfumers I buy from do very infrequent releases, thankfully, says DJ. Yes, thankfully. I can't be dealing with all these fragrances all the time. You just know that they're not finished. There's this trend as well to just leave amber wood to just ride out as a base by itself. You know, I found that with Sultan Vetiver. The top and mid of Sultan Vetiver is absolutely stunning. It's incredibly nice. I say all those fucking people who just turned up all at once fucked off just as quickly. But no, what was I saying? Sultan Vetiver, the top and the mid of Sultan Vetiver is absolutely gorgeous. And then it just turns into this long, droning fucking amber wood for hours afterwards, and it's shocking. It's really, really bad. Joe says, evening, Rich and chat, and a very happy new year to you all. Happy New Year, Joe. Thanks. 12 fragrances a year, 1 a month. That is pretty wild, says Peter, who also says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Itchy foot, one of the first signs post-COVID. Sense of smell will not be returning, according to The Who. But that's all right, mate. I don't listen to The Who. There's 1 review on YouTube already, says Smurfy Girl. That can't be true. My wallet can't keep up with all the new releases, says Michael. It's all right. Most of them aren't worth your money anyway. JJ says, it's funny, some of these super duper woody amber bombs, I end up smelling the base right over the top notes. Yes, that's right. That's like the only thing you can smell. You know? when it's literally the only thing you can smell. It's crazy. I can't believe I've done an hour and 20 minutes. I still feel okay. Touch wood. I'm going to go and dehydrate once more. Once more to the well, dear friends. Once more. Excuse me. I might see about refilling this hydration myself as well. Oh, excuse me. I'll be back. Why is my foot so fucking itchy? It's been doing this for a day or two now. Stop that. Window. Oh dear me. It's taking the piss. It's taking the very piss. That door. A shit thee not. Oh. Oh, it's funny, some of these super duper woody amber bombs I end up smelling that bass right over the top of the notes. Hating amber wood saves me a lot of money. Yes, me as well. It's awful, isn't it? I wonder what other parts of Rich are itchy. Just the hoof at the minute, honestly. Just my cheese feet. Not cheesy feet. Ducks have cheese feet. Feet made of cheese. Goodbye, Claire. I hope you have had a nice time. Eddie Munster's coffin bed. Coffin bed? Oh dear. My sense of smell is coming back a bit. I can smell, I sprayed on my arm before some of this sample of More Liberté, which I can smell, which is good because that's quite soft. And then the other arm I put on some I'll put on some Mon Numero D. So that's good. I can at least smell them. Has anyone tried Atkinson's Ghibli from 1970? I've heard of it. I haven't tried it, though. Dev says, yeah, unfortunately couldn't see any of the rare teas in Israel. Only Earl Grey and cucumber over here. Ooh. Da 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 da. Huh? I'm still here, don't worry. No, I have not tried Atkinson's Ghibli. Ooh. Happy Ducks. Someone has sent me a link to Happy Ducks, which sounds like me. Sometimes I'm Happy Ducks. Sometimes I'm not Happy Ducks. Sometimes I'm unhappy ducks. I was fucking very unhappy when I lost my sense of smell. I do not recommend that to you. I'm going to be asking the question of the doctor as well. How come I've had 4 vaccines and I still caught it? That said, I will also be recognising to the doctor that despite being on 2 different immunosuppressants, that I have had an extremely mild experience of this illness. Extremely mild, you know? Like, extremely fortunate, I feel, for how it's gone. The doctor, when I got me antivirals, was like, "Oh, will you be having your next booster?" I was like, I've had 4. I was like, you can't really accuse us of being anti-vax because I'm not. I was like, but 5. I was like, at what point do they stop? I was like, I might have one like next year. You know, maybe get like into June or something like that, and maybe have the 5th one then. I've had a flu jab as well, man. I'm gonna turn into a fucking jab if I'm not careful. Bob says, did you text your foot to Richie G? I'd hate to think what Richie G would do with a picture of my foot. Dev says, I think it would be funny if Rich Mitch and the Zoologist released a collab called Mallard. It could be. And that could be like notes of Eugene's rice, you know? Some Galen's bread. Whatever people feed ducks, you know? Oil gland. I'm not sure how ducks smell. You know? Fucking top notes of quack. That'll be good. As long as Victor Wong, gave me a lot of money with no risk to myself, then it would be cool, you know? No, Victor Wong's not an idiot, so I would expect to receive the shortest of shrift when it came to that. Dev says, probably a vaguely petrichor river and some wet earth. I don't know, you get ducks living in all sorts of... You can have like a fresh air record, you know. There's like duck fat, which is extremely flammable. I would have like notes of duck fat. feather notes. Notes of broken arm. Because ducks have been known to, like, break arms and stuff, you know, on people if, like, you go near their children. They don't like that. Mother duck. Mother duck does not appreciate you fucking with their children. Whack. Whack. Green water by duck fat. Says Manly Sense. I have no idea what that means. The only zoologist I've liked enough to buy a sacred scarab camel was pleasant, but not $250 for 60 mil pleasant. Can't remember what I paid for camel, but it certainly couldn't have been that. Yeah, fuck that. Oh, that's funny, says Dev. Instead of Jacques Fat. Duck Fat. Jacques Fat, Duck Fat, very clever. Oh, I like that. I didn't get it, Keith. I did not get that in the slightest. Apologies. And that is my virus-addled brain doing the thinking there. Wow. These fucking antivirals don't half leave a foul taste in your mouth, friends. I don't recommend them to you. Hopefully I'll be getting my sense of smell back during this week so we can do some fucking videos. I'm going to do my top 20 as soon as I feel a bit better in myself, you know. As soon as I feel a bit better in myself, I'll be doing that top 20 pickups of 2022. So that's a video to look forward to. Excuse me, whilst I itch. What do we have here? Oh dear. Sorry, friends, I'm fucked. I'm not paying attention and everything has gone to shit. Honestly, wasn't a fan of green water, says Dev. I like eau de colognes, but I don't know, green water smell a certain kind of unappealing sour. I did enjoy Healy's oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clemens, though. Have I smelled that? If you want a really good top quality eau de cologne, try just Colonia by Aqua de Palma. That's a really good eau de cologne. I'll tell you, probably one of, if not the best smelling perfumes at all I've ever smelled is Eau de Cologne Imperial by Guerlain. And that's just an ADC. It's literally like 15 minutes of the most wonderful smell. And then it's gone. But, wow. It's beautiful. That's one of, if not the best eau de cologne I've smelled. You know? Very citrus, very fresh, very lively. Perfect for the hot weather. Oops, I'm going to be upside down. You sound like you're fading out, Richard. Not sound quality, just tired. Yeah, I do feel a bit tired, if I'm honest. I am wilting a bit. I am weak, friends, I am weak. The Amalfi Lemon and Aqua de Palma Colonia are stunning, says Manly Sense. It certainly is. Actually, the ADP Colonia Pura flank was my entry into niche perfume. Absolutely lovely, soapy, soft citrus, says Dev. Eau de Rochas is another great one, says Mike. Chanel makes a good eau de cologne, says Mike. My favourite citruses have been from Parfum d'Empire, says DJ. Which ones? Which ones? Probably my favourite fragrance in that style at the minute is probably Geranium Pour Monsieur, even though it's not a citrus cologne. It is minty, fresh, light, airy sort of thing, you know. The Citron one. Have you ever smelled the colognes from Hermes? Like Citron Noir and fucking, oh, fuck me, Rhubarb Écarlate. All of that sort of thing. Very nice. Very nice. They are really good as far as eau de colognes are concerned. I need a drink, lest I die of drought. Speaking of citruses, what do you guys think of Laboratory Olfactivo's Jean-Claude Eleanor scent? I forget the full name of the collection, but you probably know what I mean. I don't, I'm being honest. Amalfi Lemon and Patchouli in my black XS Lexus is badass. I can't imagine Amalfi Lemon and Patchouli together forever. You are sold. I can barely smell that. I'm smelling my salt vetiver, and I can barely smell it. I can barely smell it. What else have I sold as well? Wild 1920s Real Patchouli. I sold that and the guy still hasn't paid. Fucking bell end. Wants to fucking pay. And there's going to be hell to pay. You know? Probably won't be hell to pay, to be honest. I'll just cancel the order and be like, what a dick. Why the fuck did you do that? Oh, excuse me. My last purchase of 2022 was Les Indomptables Mousse de Sable. First purchase of 23 will be the new Les Abstraits. Yes, he's coming in on the 23rd with the new release. Micah says the Hermes line is solid. Did you try the most recent one? Probably not. Which one? Found it. Viaggio in Italia is the name. Says Dev. Get you a glass of Amalfi lemonade. My mum loves lemonade when she's not well. Has perfumes like Limonene, Limone, Mandarino, and Arancia Rossa not giving them applause for the names? Oh, tired. Tired and chesty. You? Woof. You bark. Happy days. I'm getting messages off Duro Bros. Oh, somebody's coming up the stairs and hopefully they bear water for me. Jesus, the fucking views have been all over the shop on this stream. It was like 52 or 53 before. It's literally half as many now, 26. How bizarre. Worst is when you've paid and they don't ship. Well, that's fucking outrageous. You can't do that. Fucking selling. I've sold by a paid, waiting for payment. Hello. Hello. Are you to pay? Folks. Whoever this motherfucker is, I've just Gareth Tudor. Well, Gareth, be nice if you could fucking pay for this, bellend. I don't know, he's from deepest Wales, I reckon, like, with a name like that. Not to worry. This is when you're paying the, I think it's the Basil one, says Mike. Oh, by the way, honest question. Are the modern formulations of Gurley's legendary scents worth it these days? I know the newer releases might not be all that, but I'm curious. Well, it depends who you ask. I would say that you should try and find the vintage versions if you can, whereas I think Eugene would probably say the new ones are fine. So it depends who you ask, you know. I think that you should go for the vintage ones if you can, personally. Kanga says, what do you all think of Hermes Voyage EDT and Parfum? I am not familiar enough with those fragrances to make that, like, to offer you an opinion on that at all. I don't know Voyage. I think a lot of people like Voyage, though. I hear Eugene talking about it a lot. Excuse me. The Parfum of Terre de Hermes is amazing, though. If we're talking about Hermes parfums, I was talking to Ramsey about it. I absolutely love the Parfum. I fucking... Sorry, my lips are doing strange things now. I feel like I've got a hair on my lip. Not a hair lip, though. Just a hair on my lip. Dev says, I just know the bottle spins on a stand and that's about it. Yes. Gimmicky bottle. Do you know which bottles I hate? Do you know which bottles I hate? You know the Comme des Garçons ones? Fucking bastards. It must be fine if you've got like a big flat shot. I couldn't own bottles of Comme des Garçons. I've got one of the incense ones. Which was gifted to us by a mate. I've got one, you know. But that's not the actual Comme des Garçons design. That's just in a tin can with a sprayer on the top. The Comme des Garçons pebble bottle thing is just a fucking pig. Like, having to store that's a nightmare. You get a little stand with it and stuff, but I mean, have you got room for a stand? It's taking up room that could be taken up by another perfume, that. You know? Christ. You can't stack them on top of each other, because that's madness. Oh, God. Oh. What a day. hopefully I'll keep feeling better by tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll feel better than today, and this will mean that on Tuesday I'll feel better again. I'm going to do a test tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I still have it. And if I do, I'll be cancelling my appointment at the dentist. I'll be cancelling my appointment at the dentist anyway. Fear not. We'll see. Sorry, I'm just wittering now. I want to get the 2 hours, just to show that I could. I can do it. Oops. Honestly, Ultra Fresh was my favourite turf from when I smelled the whole line. I couldn't stand it, like. Could not stand it. I liked the O Intense Vetiver, that was nice. Just had a vision of myself spinning that bottle outside on my porch. I'm definitely going to blind buy it now, says Kanga. You enjoy it. Gajuro says, one of the Girl-On classics that's really awful nowadays is Samsara. The rest of them are quite carefully reformulated. Yeah, it's because they can't use the Mysore anymore, and they've just skimped out. I think they use a synthetic Mysore now. A synthetic sandalwood, I beg your pardon. Mega says the only one I don't get along with is the Intense Vetiver. Strange. Thanks for your opinion. Kiss on the forehead, Mitch. Thanks. Hate those Bulgari Aqua bottles. Yes, they're shite as well. God. Taffy says, I have an early 2018 Mitsuko EDP, and it is surprisingly good, especially the bergamot. Yes, you can get good quality bergamot for a decent price. And it's easy to do a bad bergamot, you know. So it's probably easier to mess up a bergamot than it is to do it properly, because there's so many bergamots out there. You know, bergamots are just everywhere. You're just surrounded. I mean, there's so many, not just bergamot-centric fragrances, but there's so many fragrances with bergamot in. That you're just like, how? How did it come to this? With so much bergamot. The Italians must be pissing themselves. They'll be fucking howling at the amount of bergamot they shift. You know? And like literally can't move for bergamots in Italy. It's crazy. The thing is, you can't use it for eating either. You know? Because it tastes like licking a bad battery. Well, 9 out of 10 they use the synthetic bergamot. Bergamot is cheap, but the synth is even cheaper. And it's easy to do. It's easy to do a bad. I mean, if anybody does anything with a brand new if somebody does something with a brand new bergamot accord or a brand new bergamot fragrance, they'll probably make a fortune, like. Sorry, I'm just texting somebody. Yeah, this Paxlovid tastes like absolute death. And also in marketing, they never use the images of real bergamot. It's always kaffir lime. Is that true? DJ says got chest gas at the minute. I don't know what the hell that means. What's chest gas? Never again will I break the foods I can't eat rule. Oh dear. Have you been breaching your own rules? I don't have many foods I can't eat. There's just foods I don't eat, really. I don't eat spicy food. And the reason I don't eat overly spicy food is because that I have to drink like milk and yogurt, and I have to drink a lot of it afterwards so that I don't get burned, you know? And when you do that, it makes you fucking, like, you end up having a reaction to all the lactose that you drink. I'm not lactose intolerant, but if you drink like a 2-litre bottle of milk after you've been fucking eating fucking the spiciest food in the world, you're gonna have a reaction, you know? Oh! Water. Oh! You can develop a lactose intolerance, says DJ. That's not much fun. Your bergamot just looks like the fraternal twin of lemon. Meanwhile, kaffir lime is that green lumpy citrus. Yes, kaffir lime looks a bit like a conker, doesn't it? Before it's before the nut comes out. Bergamot. Bergamot's an orange. Citrus bergamia. The bergamot orange is a fragrant citrus fruit the size of an orange with a yellow or green color similar to a lime, depending on ripeness. Genetic research into the ancestral origins of extant citrus cultivars found bergamot orange to be a probable hybrid of lemon and bitter orange. According to a video I'm looking at, the internet does not know what bergamot is. Do you reckon? Pretty sure I know what a fucking bergamot is. It's fucking yellow in your video, sunshine. Right, let's go back onto my video. Bergamots get green too, but with a smoother peel texture. Bergamots get green too, but with a smoother peel texture. Yes, it's to do with ripeness, isn't it? God damn it, YouTube highlighted Dev in your comment. This is madness, DJ. I don't know what that means. I don't know what fragrance I'm going to wear tomorrow. Or if I'm going to wear one. No, I'm definitely going to wear one. Don't be silly. What shall I wear? I feel like I've wasted a week. You know? I feel like I have not been able to smell anything, and thus all my fragrances have been not wasted might be a little harsh, because at least other people could smell them as well. So if I wanted to like project some kind of feeling through my perfume, I could still do that. But yeah, basically YouTube automatically highlights your username and comments so you could see when people refer to you. Ever since my user is Dev, anytime the word Dev is said, I see it highlighted. Outrageous. Have you tried Fabergé Cellini, Rich? No. No. I was wondering, though, is Fabergé, the people who made Brute, right, is that the same company that made Fabergé eggs? Or is that a different company? You know? That's an interesting thought to think. I wonder if it is. Could be. I'm wilting, friends. I've been wilting for about an hour and a half, but I'm wilting now. I'm struggling. We'll leave it for another couple of minutes. Wait until it gets to 2 hours, and then we will see. Well, you'll see. I'll be going to sleep. Not the same company. They opened the company during the war to avoid the lawsuit. Outrageous. How bizarre. Just to avoid the lawsuit. I wonder if Fabergé still make eggs. Joe says, rest up and get better in the next day or so. I hope so. I don't think I'll be on tomorrow night. It doesn't seem... I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost now. Alright, then looks like I have to sleep as well. Good night, everyone. Rich, good night, Dev. Have a nice night. And yes, it's also good night from me as well. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I am absolutely fucked. Thank you for saying you hope I feel better. Thank you, Taffy and Joe. And Manly Sense. I reckon I'm literally just going to turn over and go to sleep now. Maybe have a little cough first. That'd be nice. Anyway, I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.